you this Friday. Really pumped. The weather's been good, hasn't it? In Melbourne at least. We've had really great weather. So yeah, it's just exciting. Bring on the weekend, I say. Hope everything's going well with your riding and everything's cool. Today I got a question from Ines in Belgium. So, hi Belgium. How's the weather over there? And the question was, her horse struggles in balance in trot. So in walk and canter, the horse is balanced. He's an 8-year-old, but in trot, he tends to lose his balance and want to always go into canter to regain his balance. So totally cool. And the question was, how do you get more balance in the trot? So probably the easiest answer to that is you trot. If the horse keeps losing his balance and you allow him to canter, then he just gets his canter stronger and he starts to learn that that's a really cool trick to do when he's losing his balance, just canter, and the canter gets strong and we just never even work the trot. So you as the rider must be the leader and you as the rider must determine what pace you're going. So if you're trotting, you're trotting. The horse doesn't get to decide that it's going to do something else. So make sure you stay in trot. Then the horse will learn, okay, I can't use the canter as an evasion. He might think of something else, but until he does, you're okay. So make sure if he goes into canter, you keep half halting back into trot and keep him into trot. The next thing is, if he's losing his balance in trot, I have no idea, because I'm not looking at you clearly, but he might be rushing in the trot. So when the horse is going really fast in the trot, think of it as you even walking really super fast. It's almost easier than to jog. It's kind of the same with the horse. If he's rushing in his trot, his legs are moving really quick. Tick, 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 tick. Think of like a trotter or a pacer. They go really fast. And so the horse naturally just wants to go into that canter because it's a little bit easier and more rhythmical for him. So make sure when you're doing the trot work, and also that's harder for you to then keep them in trot if they're in that rushing trot because they're so close to the canter gate. So I want you to keep half halts. Now half halt, what's a half halt? Could spend 10 million years explaining that. But basically you want the energy to shift from on the forehand, fast, running through, running over the, it's just going out that way. And you want to stop all that. So a half halt is kind of like a break, kind of like the rein says stop all that energy going this way and send it back to the hind legs. So if the horse has all the energy, he wants to push it out that way, which is what I think's happening, and he's rushing and he wants to canter. If you say stop, send all the energy back to the hind legs, he's got to sit, he's then got to engage, his hind legs have to come more underneath him, and then he's going to be more balanced in the trot anyway. So that's pretty much the answer. So how to get him more balanced in the trot? Firstly, make sure that you do a lot of trot so he starts learning it and starts getting stronger in it. And you need to get him to engage more with his hind legs and to actually work in the trot, not rush and get on the forehand. So you do that by 1 million half halts. And when I say 1 million half halts, I'm not exaggerating. It's half halt, half halt, half halt, half halt, half halt, half halt. Make sure also that you're not just pulling. If the horse is rushing and you go, yeah, I'm happy to put 5 kilos of weight against him, he's happy for you to do that. So he'll just go, cool, mum's going to hold me and I'm just going to sit here. So make sure the half halt is a release. So it's a tightening on the reins and then a softening. So what happens is you tighten the reins, the horse slows down. You soften, the horse gallops, so doesn't gallop off, but rushes back on the forehand. So you do it again. The horse stops, sits up for a sec, and then you soften and he goes forward again. That happens 10, 20, a million times. Doesn't matter how often it happens because you just keep doing it. And then eventually this golden moment appears when you half halt, so you take on the rein, you soften, and the horse doesn't rush, the horse doesn't come back on the forehand, the horse doesn't do anything, he stays there in a softening rein. So you have barely a contact, just a contact with the outside rein, a really soft, floppy, nice rein. You're basically doing nothing and the horse is staying. That's called self-carriage, that's what we want the horse to do, the horse must go alone. But to get that requires huge discipline on your part, huge logic on your part, huge focus on your part, to be determined to keeping on softening the reins, because what people do when they teach, they go half halt soften, half halt soften, half halt soften. Fuck, the soften, oh, I didn't swear. I'm allowed to swear? It's done now. But they soften and they go, it doesn't work, the horse keeps rushing, so then they're just happy to pull. So you have to be a more evolved rider than that and go, this will work. Tash said it would work. It might take a million times, but it's just making the choice. Going, okay, do I want to be a rider that has to work really hard, that has to pull all the time, and the horse is just rushing in on the forehand and it's awful and ugly? Or do I want to be a dressage queen? Because of course we want to be a dressage queen, and you're going to half lots off and you will get to that moment of self-carriage and the horse is just in a really soft frame, engaged behind, giving you that really nice slow trot in balance. So good luck with it. Good luck with everybody who's trying it. Have a super weekend, and I'll speak to you guys next week. Bye.